And now we can go to our last speaker before the surprise from Money on Chain. So Edan, are you there?
Hi, yes.
It's yours.
Great, awesome. Do you guys mind if I share my screen?
These slides are not the ones that are we seeing?
No, I'm going to, if you don't mind, share my screen.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Go ahead.
Great. All right, so I've been working with a growing community of people on Sovryn, and Sovryn is, I think you might be aware, it is a decentralized financial layer focused on lending and trading for RSK, with a focus on Bitcoiners, so that people can use Bitcoin layer 2 in order to do all of the things that they want to do with their Bitcoin, right? Lend, trade their Bitcoin, earn yield on their Bitcoin, but without having to use a centralized service. So I want to walk you through the system, and then I'll tell you guys a little bit about some things that we've been building, which I think are valuable for the entire ecosystem. So on the trading side, right now we have the primary components of the system is the swap system. This allows you to swap Bitcoin for DOC and soon additional tokens as well. So you can choose any token that is in the system. Right now it's only Bitcoin and DOC, but we'll be adding BPRO. We'll be adding basically any token that you guys have an interest in. You can let us know, and we will add it. We'll be adding USDT. We'll be adding SOV. And so any asset can be swapped for any other asset. This is an AMM, similar in some ways to RSK swap, but it has several key differentiators. One, it is based on an oracle. So it rebalances every single block to keep slippage low, to keep the possibility for impermanent loss low, and to reduce the costs of the transactions. In addition to that, if you go to liquidity, you can act as a market maker. You don't need to introduce both tokens. Whichever token you have, you can introduce, and the system is able to rebalance even if it receives asymmetrical funding to one side of the pair. With that AMM, we also allow leverage trading, so you can take leverage positions up to 5x. And this is done by borrowing from our lending pool and then using those funds to trade on the swap. And you can track all of your transactions over the course of this type of activity, and you can go both long and short. And so what's interesting is if you only have Bitcoin, but you want to get more Bitcoin, if you're like me and you don't have any dollars to buy the Bitcoin with, you can actually lever up your existing Bitcoin, so that you're basically buying more Bitcoin with your Bitcoin. We also have lending and borrowing, where you can both choose to lend your funds and earn interest, or to borrow funds, and this is in an over-collateralized way, in order to do whatever you want. Most of the time that's going to probably be for market making or leverage trades. So those are the primary functions that we have built into Sovryn. We're also building a bunch of things to make it as easy as possible for users to use, and a lot of these tools are available, to any application. One of them is FastBTC. With FastBTC, we basically allow anyone from any Bitcoin wallet to send their funds to this address that you see here, or this address that you see here. And within one Bitcoin transaction, those funds will be converted to RBTC. We are working in integrating this deeply into our system, so that basically when your balance goes to zero, for example, on the trading page or near zero, we will give you a pop-up and allow you to move your funds directly into your RSK wallet. We are happy to work with other teams to get this integrated into their dApps as well, and basically make moving from Bitcoin to RSK as seamless as possible. In addition to that, I'm gonna show you guys now. If we connect to wallet, you'll see that we've integrated a number of wallets. We've been working closely with the IOV team to introduce the ability to use your mobile phone. So if you click on mobile, you can now get a QR code. If you scan that QR code, you can now link your wallet to the application and perform all of the funding and confirmations through your mobile wallet. So it becomes sort of like two-factor authentication. We will also be adding the same thing with hardware wallets. So having a direct link to Ledger and Trezor wallets, and then potentially other types of wallets as well. So for example, Decent, this is something we'd like to do with you guys. And we've also integrated Portus wallet. Are going to be looking to integrate Maths and Edge wallet, and are looking to integrate as many wallets as possible. One final thing that we have built out is we are building out an API-based way to connect to nodes and get database-based information. We're building this out for our own purposes, but we plan to open it up. So if you need backup nodes, if you need to be able to have a quick and easy way to get sort of a database version which is easily parsable of the activity on the blockchain, that is something that we plan to be offering very, very soon as well. And so we plan on continuing to build out a number of features which will make the ecosystem easier and more attractive to use, and make them available to everyone.
Thank you so much, Edan.